Good morning. I did just wake up like this. Thanks for noticing. Today I have a couple of goals. I want to get through revisions for at least the first 5 chapters of moon paintings. I actually did 2 yesterday. Chapter 2 is a little short though, so we'll see if that ends up being how long it's really going to be. But I want to do 3, 4, and 5 today for sure. And I would also like to finish editing my 2 videos that need to go up. One of them is kind of old and I've kind of put off editing it just because with everything going on it didn't feel appropriate to just film a book haul. The other one's a little more timely and I want that to go up this week. But I want them both to get edited. It's the videos, they're getting edited. I want them both to get edited because I'm going to actually be going somewhere this next weekend, which is really nice. And hopefully I'm going to get to fish while I'm there. I've been being good about my quarantine and now I go to visit Josh on the other side of the state. I mean, I've been going to work, but I've been very careful about everything and I'm going to go visit him for just the weekend, mostly to bring him bread because I've been making bread nonstop and he has been very jealous. So I'm going to get my coffee and then I'm gonna play a little bit of Animal Crossing first because my Nook shop just upgraded and one of my first villager ever moved out and it was kind of sad. I kind of liked her, but at the same time I was like, she's not one of my favorites, and if she wants to leave, I'm ready for new villagers. So I'm gonna see if someone else might be moving into that spot. We'll see. I'm kind of hoping for a camper this next week also. I didn't have a camper last week. Alright, and Pi says hi. Pi, turn and look at the camera. Whoa, thanks. Alright, I'll see you later. Okay, so I'm going to spend probably the next at least half hour working on chapter 3 of my Moon Paintings novel. It might be longer. I want to finish that chapter, is what I'm saying. So I'm going to work on chapter 3, and then I'm going to work on revising my... I keep saying revising. I'm going to work on editing my video about J.K. Rowling being a TERF. I did notice just now, because I mentioned it, because I actually did it as my booktube community tag video, which was... I was tagged by Shelly Flowers, and I noticed she just posted a video in response to J.K. Rowling being a TERF as well. So I will watch that also. I think I'll do the first round of editing. I'll watch hers. No, wait, I gotta edit my other video. I'm gonna edit the older video and then I'll watch her video before I edit my video in case I need to like change or add anything in. Now remember, my 2-part strategy is to change everything over to Comic Sans because that works for me. And then after I go over it in Comic Sans and then I listen to it back. So I'm doing that. And I think after I finish this chapter, I'm going to start making a Google Docs like master folder as well. I think I didn't listen to the first 2 chapters either. Okay. Here's the new revised plan 2 seconds after the previous plan. I'm going to finish chapter 3, listen back through 1, 2, and 3, and then put those into a Google Doc before I start 4 and 5, and then repeat that process, probably 2 chapters at a time, because these chapters seem to be typically a little bit shorter. Alright, here we go. How do you guys feel about like super uneven chapters? Because like chapter 2 was like short and chapter 3 is long. There's a lot going on though, like he's doing things, like we're being introduced to the love interest and all of that, so like it's a lot more happening, whereas chapter 2 was really bridging us from kind of the prologue-y bits of chapter 1, which may just be a prologue, in which case that means chapter 1 was really short. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and try and expand some of that, but also, I don't know if you can tell, you can't tell in this slide at all, but I'm very proud of this, and don't roast me, it's kind of stupid, but I was trying to decide what to paint my nails because I wanted to paint them, and I thought, I'll paint them black to like, you know, secretly in my head support Black Lives Matters, but also it's Pride, so they have a hollow taco on. You can't even tell in this lighting. I'll try and show it in better lighting. But yeah, so they're hollow taco, they're hollow taco and also black. It's the theme of the month, right? Yeah. I'm going back to writing. Time for my lunch. This is not wine. This is cranberry juice because I'm an adult and sometimes for lunch I want to have some cranberry juice. So I finished chapter 3. I'm going to do the listening to revision, but I think first I'm going to get one of the videos edited through to kind of break up my day a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I also had a pause in there in which I went to buy turnips from a friend's island who had cheaper turnips than me because turnips are important and we must keep the turnip stock market going if we are going to pay off our house loans. So I did also do that and I stuck it out of the video, and now you know I did not write all the way till lunchtime. But I did write a lot, so let's keep the momentum going. While I'm waiting for the first video to upload and the second video to like get ready, which it looks like it's ready for editing now. While I was doing that, I went ahead and did my chores, which if you happen to not be an adult and you're watching this, oh, that's why my hair is like this. Turns out a lot of adulting is like chores. Like, you gotta learn to clean your own toilet, because if you don't, they'll mold. You gotta vacuum your own carpets. You gotta, I was gonna say pay your own bills, but like you can automate that too, so it doesn't have to be part of your like regular thing. You gotta clean the litter boxes. Gotta do your own laundry. Like every week you got chores to do, and if you don't, like your health will suffer because you'll be living in a grody, gross house. Like you gotta do your chores. So I did my chores. Those are done for the weekend. I think I did everything. I still have to do laundry, but I'm gonna take a shower because now I've done the chores. I'm all sweaty because I vacuumed while wearing a hoodie. That wasn't a good idea. And then I'm gonna start the laundry, and then I came across this really cute card. And I have some stamps, and I think I'm going to send a nice card to my grandma because she lives alone, and even though my family's been keeping in contact with her, they live close, I think it'd be nice to send her a nice card and just talk about what's been going on with me. So I'm going to do that, edit the next one, and then 2 more chapters to get done today, and then more Animal Crossing. Alright, bye. Okay, come on out here with me and let's just talk about this. Dang, it's over the railing. It's already 4 feet of sunflower. That's incredible. It could use some watering, but tomorrow's watering day, so it's getting watered tomorrow because we gotta keep on schedule. Also, check this out. So here's the tomato plant. Yes, this one, this has to be a weed, huh? I mean, that has to be a weed. Let's just get rid of that. There's no way that's not a weed. These could all be weeds, but hopefully they're tomato plant weeds. I just cut this back dramatically. It was like up to here. Yeah, it was real tall. And then look at this. And dun da da da. We got peas growing. We have a bunch of them. I'm so excited. The beans are not quite growing, but like look, it's already spindling all the way up to here. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. Of course, the oregano in the corner. Living the good life. Yeah, this garden's doing great. Check out the catnip. Going absolutely nuts. Maybe I should rotate the catnip because it's all starting to lean one way. So exciting. Also, I didn't point out, can it focus on this? We're getting some lavender blossoms. It's gotta smell so good out here. Alright, I've showered, I've done my chores, so I no longer have any excuses. I wrote the letter I wanted to write. The first video's done, the other one is way longer, so it's gonna take longer. But I need to get through 2 more chapters. My book, I'm gonna work on chapter 4 right now, and then we will see where we are at. I've got myself a nice hot cup of tea. This is a blackberry acai tea. It's a green tea. Are you knocking things over? Why? Alright. Anyway, so I'm gonna work on chapter 4 for a little bit, get my hot pad turned on, and check back with you soon. Chapter 4 is done. Chapter 4 is the chapter where we meet the sister for the first time, and I love her, so that was fun. I'm really appreciating that my rough draft was not as bad in as many places as I thought it was. There are plenty of places that could use some work, but like for the most part, it's cleaner than I thought. Like for some reason, I had no idea what tense I wanted it to be in, and that's been the most frustrating part. The tenses are everywhere. I don't even know. I feel like this is gonna be something an editor is even gonna be like, you totally are switching tenses, and I'm trying to catch every single one, but there's a lot. Clearly, like every time I restarted, I decided I was gonna write it in a different tense. Not fun to revise, but still the rest of it's been really good, and the scene was really fun. And I think now we're going into, what's the next one? Oh, chapter 5, I think we'll get into the next full moon. So this was the first full moon. So yay, I'm excited. The story's going well. And I did decide what the plot is gonna be. Like the big like problem, the plot turn, the big like event thing. And I feel like I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It's gonna be just between me, my critique partner, and the story. Hopefully an agent. But I'm also on track. If I can keep up this kind of momentum, and obviously like I couldn't have written anything last weekend where I had a monster migraine that like took me out, but if I could keep up this momentum, maybe the next Pitch Madness I could join in. I'm sorry for singing. All right, I'm gonna take a break again. Constant breaks, that's my motto. I'm gonna work on the next video because I'm gonna need breaks with that too. It's like a half hour of footage. I'd rather it wasn't a half hour of video, and I hope, like, I filmed it late last night, so I hope my thoughts were as coherent as I wanted them to be, and if they're not, it's gonna take a lot of extra editing. I'm just now noticing that I've got like this square you can see. Also, these are my like blue light filtering glasses. I think they're working. I don't know if I was getting headaches from screens before, but it's certainly nice. It is kind of like, especially like staring at the light in this direction isn't bothering my eyes as much, but it is very bright over there. Yeah, I will get back to working on that, and when I've got 2 videos done, then maybe it'll probably be dinner time by that point, and I might treat myself today. I might order some food. I've actually been ordering food a lot. But the migraine like was so bad last week. I actually ended up having to take a day off of work and video call a doctor and got some new medication, and I don't know if I like the new medication. Let's just come over here. We'll have a little story time. So I have new migraine medication, and this is the first one that like I've been prescribed for that's supposed to like knock it out at the start. Unfortunately, I got it like 4 days into the migraine. 5 days into the migraine. So I don't know if that was the reason, but like when I took it, it knocked me out. Like I was doing fine, and then I was falling asleep. And as I was falling asleep, suddenly it sparked like the most painful migraine I've ever had in my life. Like my neck, I felt like my neck was just gonna like break. It was so painful. My head was just absolutely horrible, and I could not move. And it was so weird. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Like, if you've never had a migraine, they're not fun to begin with, but this medication did not make it fun. Anyway, I remember thinking the thought, I'm going to die and I can't even care. And it was just like I couldn't have gotten up. I couldn't have reached for my phone. Like I was absolutely like paralyzed, numb, in so much excruciating pain. I wasn't sure I was breathing still. It was horrible, and at some point in that pain I fell asleep, and when I woke up I couldn't move. I remember the cat was sitting on me and I was just lying there, and I could see, because my computer was right there at the time, I could see what the time was, and it took me like 2 hours before I could get up. Like I kept being like, I could kill for like the window to be up, and I could kill for being out on the porch right now, I could kill for a drink, like anything, and I couldn't do it. And so I was on the couch for like 2 hours. I slept for about an hour. And I lay there, unable to move for about 2 hours. And then I finally was able to like get myself up. After that, it probably took like a grand total. I think it was more like 6 hours, but it was at least 5 hours before I like could function again after taking the medication. And then at that point, the migraine started to clear up and I started to feel okay. And all of a sudden I was like ravenously hungry. I had not really been able to eat. That was the thing that was where this whole story came from. I have been ordering more takeout than I ever have. I couldn't get groceries. And so I didn't really have any food in my fridge and I didn't feel like eating anything. And so I would be like, you know what, like this one thing, maybe I could eat that. That sounds okay right now. And I'd order that, take a few bites and be like, yeah. So I had a lot of leftovers in my fridge. I finished those. I think I'm gonna order some more, but I couldn't get myself to go get groceries. And I don't really like going on the weekend. I have to go tomorrow is what this is all coming down to. I'll have to go tomorrow, but I think I might just order some food tonight rather than try and like scrape together something. I think I have some frozen things I could actually make a meal with, but let's treat myself. I've been really productive today, especially if I get 2 videos done and if I get through my 5 chapters, I earned it. I earned it. I don't know where that accent came from. Anyway, that's my tragic migraine story. I did pretty well until the next day. I went to work the next day. I was doing pretty good, and then I had lunch, and like the nausea was back. It was horrible. So I came home. I tried the medication again. It didn't quite give me the same exact like horrific reaction, but it did knock me out again. So I was just out for another hour, and then like the paralyzation for a while more, and then yeah, it was not the most pleasant. So I don't know if I like this medication. I'm gonna try it one time exactly how it's supposed to be taken right at the onset of a migraine, and if I don't like it again, we're gonna have to find something new, because I'm not a fan of how horrible that was. But I'm also not a fan of having the migraine, so like I want to find some way, because I don't know if you have any kind of pain, like if you have migraines, or like I have the wrist pain, and when the wrist pain gets bad, that's it. Like what can I do? Like everything hurts and I get so frustrated, and then everything is awful. It probably causes the migraine, but the migraines are also like I cannot do things. And so like all these times where I want to be super creative, like today I feel so good, so I've done all of these things. I couldn't have done these last weekend. It would have been impossible. And so sometimes I feel guilty when I'm like not getting enough done. I'm like, well, I have to get a lot done. And that's how I feel today. Like I'm gonna reward myself, but also like the reward is getting a lot done. But I don't know, like people talk about like they write every single day. I'm like, you clearly have no pain in your hands. Because if I wrote every single day, it would be like I was just crunching glass in my hands. I would feel like they were just, you know, getting stabbed and bled all the time. I could not do that. Like, good for those people. But if anyone ever tells you, like, you should be able to do XYZ, like, you should be able to do more, like, yeah, some days I can. And that's not gonna be every day. It's never gonna be every day. Like, I have to forgive myself when I have a bad weekend and then reward myself when I make up for it the next weekend. And, like, that's me doing my best. And I'm sure you doing your best is something similar. Like, what are you supposed to do when you're, I don't know, let's say like you're a new mom and you're up all night with a baby and then taking care of baby all day? Like, yeah, there's times when you can write, there's times when the baby's asleep, but like, when are you supposed to sleep then? You know? So, yeah, just having some thoughts. Anyway, I think it's time to edit the video and then order myself my treat. Oh, look who's having a nice relaxing day. It's nice and sunny on the porch. Maybe I'll sit here then. I'll sit here and talk. Alright. Oh, it's gonna be bad either way. Here, we'll sit like this. It's just kind of emotional, like editing a video where I like really went into some things regarding J.K. Rowling. He is just looking so cute. Look at that. Oh, you're not gonna look. He doesn't want me on camera. Pi is always camera shy. But yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. Is this like terrible? Well, it's not too bad. Okay, we can do it like this. But yeah, so it's always like a little much to edit a video that's kind of strongly opinion and like relive those opinions again. Like anytime you do like an emotional video, I feel like you get all the emotion out and then you gotta like take it all back in when you're editing it. Like I really envy people who have other people to edit their videos for them. That'd be my one goal. If I ever get to the point where like I'm making enough income off of YouTube that I could have somebody else hired to edit the videos for me, what a life. That's like the pinnacle. It's as high as I need to go. But that's gonna be, it's gonna be in another lifetime, you know? I've got 500 subscribers. That's awesome for now. That's what I'm handling really well for now. Man, I look tired as heck, huh? I think maybe it's the makeup that I had left on last night that looked real good still this morning, but then in the shower I washed it off. Now I look miserable. Oh, Zuko came over. Look at the boy. Oh, here he is. You don't want to be on camera either. Both of my boys are camera shy. I think that's gonna be it for this vlog today. I still need to finish chapter 5, but I finished editing my 2 videos and I was just on a roll with the chapters before. Like, it's going really well. I'm feeling good about this story. Like, I had been back and forth and I finally like win the puzzle piece of what the like controversy was going to be, what the big plot moment was going to be, like what the character's big choice was going to be. When that hit me and I decided on it, it was like I haven't even totally decided like what way it's going to conclude, because it can easily conclude one of 2 ways, and I feel like both would be in totally different ways very where'd the word go, satisfying. But I think it just feels like I'm ready for the plot again. Like, it feels as good rewriting it now as it did before when I was writing it the first time. Like, it's just a fun story and I like it because I'm writing it for me. I talked with another friend who actually, she's out in Quarries right now, so I'm wishing her luck. She was talking about how like all the best stories like are secretly fan fiction. And I think in a lot of ways that's true of this story for me. Like, you get passionate about fan fiction. Like, there's a reason why people like writing it. Like, you get so passionate, and if you've got that passion, like, it does reflect in the story. And so, you know, you disguise it a little bit, but yeah, I'm writing the story I wanted to write. I'm writing it for me, and I feel like it makes a difference when I'm not trying to like please all of these like nebulous people I've made up who are like here to criticize my work, or that like it has to stand on some kind of pedestal somewhere. It's nice to be free. I've been looking specifically for Black AuthorTube, BookTube, and their poetry tubers are so hard to find. But the other 2 groups, hopefully some of them will also like poetry. I've already found a few. But I've been watching a lot of videos, and of course a lot of people's most recent video is them talking about what's going on with the Black Lives Matter protest, or their experiences that kind of relate to this moment. And so I'm watching a lot of different people to see, because obviously you want to follow people who actually resonate with you. Like, I don't want to just follow everyone who pops up over every single Black booktuber I can find. Like, I want to follow ones who I care about, who I resonate with, who I'm going to keep watching for a long time. So I watched 2 or 3 videos to find out, wow, the lighting just dramatically changed. Oh, and it got cold. What in the world? Alright, we're going to have to shut the door here in a second. We'll wrap this up. But anyway, so following so many people, one of them though, and I feel so bad, and I don't remember exactly who it was. There's just been so many, but I remember them saying, it was just like, we're all supposed to be writers, just write the damn book. And I was just like, you know what? It just like freed me. I don't know why that was just like, well, it was probably like a combination of that and getting over my migraine. I was like, I got this book. I'm taking it down this weekend. We're revising the heck out of it, and I'm doing it, and I feel really good about that. And oh my god, it just dropped dramatically. It just got really chilly. Alright, we're gonna go in. I think this is gonna be it for this video. I've ordered my treat for dinner. I ordered sushi. Yup. I need to put a band-aid on this thumb that's really hurting me. I just need to. There's a little cut. I need to bandage up this finger because I'm sitting here being cold and it's bothering me. and then I'm gonna revise chapter 5 tonight, and probably tomorrow I'm gonna make some more bread. Yeah, that sounds nice. Alright, well, I hope you're staying safe and healthy and fighting hard in whatever capacity you are able to, and that you are listening and learning. And I will see you again in the next video, which actually the next one I'm gonna post now, if I post this one when I think I'm going to, is gonna be a video I filmed a long time ago, like a month ago by the time it posts. So it'll be a book haul, so it'll be fun. And yeah, okay, we're gonna go and put on a sweater now. Alright, bye!